Hey everyone, this is Eric coming from Kansas again. Uh, so I thought I'd do another product review and or unboxing here. This is another little prepping item that we purchased recently. So we already have that Honda EU2000 generator that you saw. But at one point in time, I had another one as well. And I converted it to run on propane. It's a little bit older EU2000, and it was a regular one that didn't have the companion L5 30 amp connector. So, but I end up I'm letting my in-laws borrow that propane one at the current time. They've had a few power outages over the last couple of years that they've used it for. So anyway, I've got a good supply of propane, and figured it'd be good to have another dual fuel generator. And it looks like some people on YouTube recently have been running different brands with the Hondas in terms of parallel operation. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought this one. I was looking at that 3400 watt one they had, dual fuel one. It's a little bit bigger with electric start and everything. But I always didn't like that it was that thing's a little over 100 pounds, and I just don't like the thought of lugging that thing around. And if I'm gone from the house and my wife has to start up a generator, having to pull it outside is not something that she would like. So anyway, we didn't finally notice the Champion had come out with these recently, more recently, I guess. So I went and bought this one, and so I'm gonna unbox it here and show you what's in it. But it's a Champion generator. It's made to run on gasoline and propane, which is pretty nice, all in one package. So they always advertise the max starting watts on these things, but really the running watts is 1850 on gasoline, and then if you can see in the fine print, propane is around 1600 to 1700 watts. And I've always wondered what those ratings are actually based on. Are they based on the size of the engine, or are they based on a really hot ambient condition? Because I've seen the Hondas run at over 2000 watts continuously for a little while. So I'm guessing that's based on hot ambient conditions. So if it's cooler outside, I'm guessing you can pull a little more out of these things. But anyway, I'm going to unbox it here. I've heard there's a little bit louder than the Hondas, but not bad. So we'll see what happens here. I may try out the paralleling of the two, since I've seen some people do that with different brands with the Hondas. But anyway, I'll unbox it here and show you what's inside. So here's what you see when you open up the box here. You got the oil they include, which is nice. If I remember right, the Hondas don't include any oil. So this is nice. I'm obviously not sure what brand it is, but I'll use it for the first round. Let's see what we got here. This is the... No, I'm not sure what that is yet. We'll have to read the instruction manual. Alright, and then we got our propane hose here. Regulator. Actually, two regulators, looks like. And so this part goes on your tank. And this little connection hooks onto your generator. And there's a spot in front that it snaps onto with a quick release, which is nice. So I'll go ahead and pull this out and we can take a look at it. Okay, so after another second or two of investigating, I found out what this black plastic piece is. It fits onto the propane regulator, or one of the larger regulator. So it looks like there's probably some screws somewhere inside that allow you to connect this up, and there's a little hook that you can hook this thing onto, either onto the propane tank, I'm guessing, or something else, so it won't put stress on the propane tank connection. So anyway, that's what that is. All right, so here it is. So this thing's listed at only 39 pounds, if I remember right, which is, I think, 8 pounds less than the Honda EU2000s, which is nice. Hardly felt we were picking up a generator when we picked up this box. But anyway, that's what it looks like on the outside. I like the fact that they have releases here that you can release the covers by hand instead of having to use a screwdriver. So got access to the air filter right there at the bottom. There's the oil fill. There's a valve cover. Carburetor right there. So that's what that looks like. Put that back. Maybe. If I quite got in the slots down below. So you gotta give the plastic here a little push to get these things to turn, so it's nice and snug. There's the front. Got our outlets. Looks like a 20 amp fuse. Got a paralleling connections. And I have seen people that, not even use these actually. A lot of people have torn apart these covers here, and they've found out these parallel connections are directly tied to the outlets here. So yeah, we'll see if we need to use those or not. There's your propane connection, ground connection. There's a couple of 5-volt USB ports. That's nice. Something that Honda doesn't have. Here's your on-off / fuel selector and choke for the gas. So there's propane, fuel, and then choke for the gasoline. So, and then looks like we have a button for eco, and then a light for probably low oil, and then looks like a button. I'll have to look up what that button is. So anyway, it does not have a 12-volt outlet like the Honda does, but guess take what you can get. It's got the USB, which is nice. So, and probably had a hard time fitting in the 12-volt with the propane add-on as well. I'm sure it's packed in there. So let's see, gas cap has a little on-off switch on it, just like the Honda. There's the back of the cap. Let's see, pull cord. No electric start, but that's what makes the there's a instruction manual here, and the exhaust looks like they got a spark arrestor for a screen for a spark arrestor there. Probably some California regulation. Yeah, so another reason I went for this one was because obviously I mentioned the 3400 watt dual fuel one has electric start and everything, and it was so heavy, but it's the weight comes from having an extra starter motor and the probably pretty heavy lead acid battery for the start, to start the engine, let alone the bigger engine and everything, larger fuel tank. So anyway, keep it simple, stupid principle is kind of what I was going for in this one, even though it's got the propane. All right, so found some other things that you guys might want to know if you're looking to buy one of these. So I did just undo the dipstick here, and I don't know if you can see that in the camera here. There we go, close to the light. There is some oil already on this dipstick, so I'm sure they had to ship it dry. I haven't checked down there yet on the opening, but it appears they have already added oil at some point, and I'm guessing ran it to test it, so that's good. Just wanted to show you that. Also, it does come with the funnel, which it did say in the description, to fill the oil up, and this plastic piece here that fits the that attaches to the regulator down there. The screws are in the bag here, so wanted to show you that also. And yeah, that's all I had there. I think I'll end the video there, and I'll do some runtime with it in the next video. So anyway, hope that's helpful in seeing what's in these, what comes with these generators and why I bought it. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And stay tuned for another video on some runtime to see if it can handle the battery charger we got for our system. So grace and peace be with you. Bye for now.